I think what I was doing, I was working a lot on getting my turn. But I think what was happening is I think my arms were getting way behind me.
Right.
And from there.
Yeah, I mean, like the big two-way misses, and if they're all going left, it's half of the two-way miss.
Yeah.
And the low left certainly is part of the two-way miss.
Yeah.
And that's arms behind catching up. Like
Yes.
when your arms are too far behind you and you are getting them to catch up, it's a low left.
Yeah.
The arms in front as you're turning is so important for you.
Yeah. And I think, I went back, I looked at a couple other things, when you told me that thing about this, which I kind of thought about is really what that's saying is, I think, the club needs to go back more like this.
Well, another way of saying, or the best way of saying it, that's a version.
Yeah.
It needs to stay in front of your chest as it goes back.
Exactly.
Whether you feel like I'm doing it through, like 1 week it may feel like I'm getting it over my shoulder. The next week it may feel like I'm extending it more straight back. The next week it may feel like, you had one other way you were doing it.
Here was one other thing I was thinking about was if I concentrate on keeping my elbows.
Yeah, like the tucked elbow feel.
Close together.
Yeah. So there's
if your elbows stay close together, you can't get back here.
Yeah, Jay Haas, right? Yeah. So like that's a version of the tucked elbow feel. Like on the last video you started out calling tucked elbow. And I was like, well, if you do this, it's tucked.
Yeah.
Or if you keep your elbows together, it's tucked. So it's not this type of tucked elbow, but it's your tucked elbow feel. So yeah, certainly we need more of that to keep it in front of you.
And I went back, I actually looked at I looked at the last video, I looked at the first two again, I went all through them. And really one of the things I figured out the first time we did it, when we were doing the impact drill, I actually was keeping maybe because of the impact drill, I was keeping the club. Yeah,
and like all the good times you're swinging from the down the line view, we can see the club head always started over that orange stick.
Yeah.
It's like, which is okay. Like, Fred Couples goes there and then gets where he needs to be. Like, doesn't need to be this perfect straight back thing. For you, either straight back or out is good.
Yeah.
Like, the club head's got to get in at some point because the body turns.
Right.
Not because your arms are sucking it in.
Right.
Yeah, we don't ever want you sucking it in with your arms.
And I think that's kind of, in an effort to really make my, get a good shoulder turn, I was getting
probably behind you.
Behind me.
Yeah, and I even said that, I wrote that somewhere in that video.
Yeah.
I said, look, the arms behind you is your worst thing.
My worst thing, yeah.
It goes to your double miss.
Yeah. Sort of not a real swing, but you get,
the short swing.
The short swing. I'm here to actually then hit shots.
Yeah. But make sure you've turned deep enough and your arms are in front of your chest when you're doing it. Yeah. Look, this is going to happen. Your job is, when it happens, how do I get back to the same package? Yeah. That's the whole goal now. Yeah. You're going to drift away, and your job is to get yourself back to the same package. And when you're on this deep turn short arm swing drill, by the way, some days you're going to feel like playing the shot from here is just turning and holding on. Other days you're going to feel like it's get to linkage and then exit. Yeah. So that will change from week to week.
Yeah.
And your job is, when it's going good, ride the horse till it bucks you.
Yeah.
And then figure out what's the adjustment. Do I need to go back to more body on the way through? Yeah. Or do I need to go back to more linkage and exit on the way through? Because those are sort of those are the edges of your window.
Yeah. I almost think maybe at some point my hands will be too far forward, but I probably can't get them too far forward.
When they are too far forward, you'll be leaving them right.
Yeah.
You played one shot like that in the last lesson.
Yeah.
That's in the video somewhere, where you actually got forward enough that you left one to the right.
But at address, I'm thinking.
Yeah, you almost can't exaggerate it. Nope. Because at this point in time, we get more that are like that are little pulls. They're the good type of pull.
Yeah.
But we get more of those than we do leave them to the right.
Yeah. And actually, that wasn't a bad. My target, I think, is that white flag.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, if it pulls 3 feet or 4 feet, it's still a pull.
Yeah.
Like I think I said it this way. You're now pulling them in your window.
Yeah.
Okay. in your linkage window, but it's in the back half of your linkage window instead of in the front half of your linkage window. You went from pulling them out of your window to good feeling swings that are pulls in your window, so that's a good thing.
And they're not hooking.
No, they're not hooking. Yeah, they either hold left or they're pretty straight. And so to me, it's like remembering. So now you need to sort of remember the organization, right? Is what's the technique? So what do I do at address? Good setup at address. You know, there's your ones. And all your little rehearsals like this are part of setting up for success now. That's all part of addressing the ball, right? And then from there, what are your good twos? It's got to be level, a deep enough turn, and the arms have got to be in front of you enough. So whatever you need to do to organize that, and it's got to feel loaded, right? And then from the top, what are you doing? You know, I've got to get into my linkage window. I've got to make sure I'm sort of flexing and into the ground and into my linkage window. I'm not just staying up and opening early, right? So I've got to get to there. Then from there, I still got to be posting and clearing and getting to that finish. So your ones, your twos, your threes, your fours, and whatever you need to do to make an adjustment to make those things better are your technique, okay? Yeah, and you can be into your technique and do a really good job with the technique, but it's not the real ooh, flush, good feeling ones. Why? Because then the flow is off, right? Right. So with good technique, to get good feel, we need good flow. Well, what are the 4 things that give us good flow? What are the 4 things that we do athletically that allow us to have good flow? You know, tempo, rhythm, sequence, relaxation. Those are the things that put good flow into this one. Now, if you know your technique, I'm understanding my 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, and I can practice them, and I can keep them organized, and I can get good flow in there, and I'm doing it like even 80% of the time, which is good. Why do I not do it the other 20% of the time? I'm human, number one. But because I'm human, the process gets off. The process of execution gets off. So the key to consistent execution is being process-oriented. I've got a good intention, I've got the image for it, I've got the feel for it, I'm into that feel, I'm swinging for that feel, I'm trusting it. That's good process, okay? And so that's sort of the plan of how we keep on track. But there's gonna be hurdles and roadblocks along the way. What are those hurdles and roadblocks? You know, I'm human again, I'm gonna fall off the horse, but now I need to have cause and effect. What's gonna help you right the ship with the information in the videos is being really good at understanding cause and effect. The shot's holding left, what happened?
My hand, I was behind.
Exactly. Shot's pushing a little. Meaning these are solid shots.
Solid shot, I probably got my hands in the position.
In front of the window. Right now, I've got a spinny right shot. What happened?
I probably was.
You're right. You got it. You're behind.
I'm behind.
And it's spinning open.
Spinning open.
That's exactly right. You know, and then I got the low lefts going on. I'm behind, and then I'm stalling and catching up. You know what I'm saying? So like throughout watching the videos, start to listen to the cause and effect. Like that's why on every swing I'm describing what happened. Yeah. Because in your mind, when you can understand cause and effect in every situation, you can right the ship faster. And if you're stuck on something, just send me a text. Okay. And then say, hey, can we get either FaceTime call or just call on the phone first? If we can't figure it on just a phone call, then we FaceTime. Got it. And we get you right back on track. Okay? Pull. Yeah, so smashed, released, pulled. Yeah. Which means I didn't get forward enough in the leakage window. Right. Yeah. It wasn't a hook. No. It wasn't bad, so you weren't behind the linkage window. All your really bad shots happen when you're behind the linkage window. Hey, it was solid, so I had good flow, but I did pull it. Well, my hands were behind where I wanted them to be.
Yeah, and one of the things I was thinking about there more was something you showed just a few minutes ago, which I think I do have a habit of not doing.
Enough of.
Which is kind of, I'll call it squatting.
Yeah, squatting. I like it. Flexing, squatting. You need to have enough of that at address. Now, when you turn, you're going to lose some of it back here.
And then I got to get it back.
You got to get it back. That's exactly right. Yep.
Yeah. And I do think that is a problem I have quite a bit.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
like I'm almost like swinging on top of.
That's exactly right. You're spinning on top of your, I call it your pedestal, right?
Yeah.
So the legs are a pedestal. And if the pedestal's really tall and you're just spinning on top of it, well, then you can get early turn pulls. Like everything can be good, but you're still early turn pulling it. You know, so as part of your ones, you got to get grounded and flexed. You're going to de-weight some in the backswing. And that's in your twos, right? It's just going to happen. I do it a little bit in my backswing too, which means I got to be good at getting it back in my threes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it'll help long term too, because I think it makes it easier for your arms to get.
It does. It slows the opening of your hips, gives you more time and space to get you back to linkage.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Yeah, and there'll be time. Yeah, and there'll be times where you need like during the winter where you can do drills more. There'll be times where you say, you know what, I'm just going to play 20 balls. I'm going to start squatted. I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to regain squat, and whatever happens after that. Just to get, just like being in the gym, you're just getting reps in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that one actually felt good.
Yeah,
and I was right in the mic.
Things feel more connected and together and forceful, because when you get back to squat, you know, flexed on the platform, you're able to apply forces better.
Yeah.
I call it your force applications get better. Okay. And then for everybody, when they regain flexion is different. You know, like, so Paul Casey's got he's flexed. He almost looks like he's always in some degree of flexion until he comes out of it, right? And then obviously Sam Snead, you know, okay, well, set up a little bit more this way, up to the top, big time squat coming down. He does it in the transition, right? You know, Hogan and Tiger both did it a little in the backswing and a little more in the transition sort of thing. So you just need to know what your pattern is, you know, and in your case, you need enough of it at address, and then you got to regain enough of it in the transition. Yeah, and often that happens when like you're focusing on something else. Like I'm focusing on getting, you know, squatted in a transition, so I just forget to get back to linkage.
Yeah.
But that's a sure sign of bottom line. Bottom line is we got to strengthen getting to linkage, because when I focus on something else, it doesn't happen all the time.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. You know, and it's pretty clear, like you lose linkage on one, you focus on the next one. When your linkage is good, your start line's good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it fades or draws. When your linkage is good, your start line's good. So if your start line is off, your linkage was off. Another way of looking at cause and effect.
Yeah. And these, even though some are going left, they're not feeling the way they did.
No.
Sunday.
That's not where, and it's not where we started.
No.
The whole reason for getting back to this. Although the revert on Sunday was back to where we started.
Back to where we, yeah.
You were like, when we were trying to get this all back in order, you were so far behind in the downswing, then doing everything you could, you were going to be like this impact. And then if you do release it doing that, they're going left.
Yeah. And that's, I think, was, you know, I was focusing on trying to get this back, but I couldn't get there from where I was.
No, you can't. That is exactly right. In your case, there's a make or break window here. And that's why the tucked elbow is important, okay?
Yeah.
If you go up and there's this line through your body this way, if you go up and that elbow gets behind that line, you cannot get back. I mean, like, is it possible? Yeah, but I've never seen you.
Yeah.
So like for all practical purposes, you're not going to get back if
back.
that elbow gets behind the side of your body.
Right.
Okay? It can be on the side of your body. It can be in front of the side of your body. It cannot be behind the side of your body. Yeah, really good. Love it. Yeah, I was so solid again, the wind didn't want to move it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
My practice routine has to be kind of going through these drills initially.
Yeah. So like I asked that question, I don't remember if it was the last lesson or the lesson before that, but it's in the video where I was describing what type of maintenance guy you're going to be. Are you going to be a little bit more methodical like Bernard Langer and Tom Kite, or are you going to be more of a feel Fred Couples type, maintenance person? And I think you really do need to, again, it'll change from week to week, meaning maybe this week it's always going to be more methodical, discipline, like Bernard Langer, in the sense that 60% of my maintenance needs to be like methodical, and then I can work into the play fields, bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Some weeks it may be 70%, 80%. I got to be doing the drills, and then I can get to the play field. You're not going to be 50-50, and you're certainly not going to be play as much as you can like Ben Crenshaw and just find the fields on the golf course.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And like some of this could be broken down into over time. You know what? I think I can do get some of these drills in dry fire, like at home without a ball.
Exactly.
Just I get do it in the gym or do it at home. I don't know if you work out at home or go to a gym.
I do it at home.
Yeah, so in your gym at home, just do your golf drills that make sense to do there, just to get the reps in. And then come out here and start with some of those with balls, and then work into the other drills you do with balls. So you can do.
So I can do the one. I can easily do this one. Where I'm up here. I hold it. And then I actually hit a shot.
And play shots. And then on any given week, do I play them better, focusing more on the body from there, or do I play them better, focusing on linkage from there, linkage and exit? And that's just in that drill. That's one you're gonna get here the same way every time, but week in and week out, you're not gonna come down the same way every time in your feel sense, right? So you got to figure that out as you're doing the drill. Okay, and do it at home, and then during the winter when you come into the simulator, warm up with a few of them, so that you get to see all ball flight, right? You get a better indication of what's going on.
Yeah, I got what I have to do is figure out a way, and I think maybe the impact drill is part of it, and making sure my arms is like when I come out here, like I did Sunday, and I felt like the ball's gonna go left.
Right.
I got to have a way
get back.
That's
exactly right. There's got to be a foundational drill as soon as the ball's going left. So number one, as soon as the ball goes left, the number one thing you should check is arms in front.
Yeah.
So whether it's elbows together, tucked elbow, more up, whatever version you feel like you can get to guarantee your arms are going to be in front, do that first.
Yeah.
And then from there it would be, okay, now once I'm there, is it more of the body delivery and I actually feel like I'm holding off? Because like we said in the last video, you can always get your arms in front, hold it off and turn, and you can always get back to good golf from there, okay? Or is it, more really get to here with my arms and then turn, right? So it's either I am actually turning and holding it off, or I am getting my arms there and then I'm turning. Somewhere between those two is where you're always doing good, okay?
Yep.
Yeah, so what did you feel that time?
And I actually felt like, I don't know why, that I came over the top of the ball.
Yeah, so when you actually, it's funny, when you get stuck behind and you hook them, you don't feel over the top, do you?
No.
When your arms are up and you've tilted so you can't turn deep enough, or you just haven't turned deep enough, and you get an early turn pull, you feel over the top of the ideal slot. That's the feel. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what that was. You didn't have enough depth in the backswing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So know that one. That's an early turn pull. That's different than the linkage pulls.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a little fat.
Mm-hmm.
I think there were some good things in there.
A lot of good. I think that was one of those where you were very thoughtful about what you were doing. It wasn't intentful, feel it, and just respond to the feel. You were very thoughtful about what you were doing.
Yeah.
And we're going to get some misses when we're very thoughtful. We're going to get a good pattern because we got the right thoughts.
Yeah.
But we're not really athletic when we're too thoughtful.
Yeah, and I also think maybe when I squat down, at some point I got to come out of it. Too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if I come out of it too late.
That's right. That's exactly right. I mean, that's, late posturing up is a fat shot.
It's a fat shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, I would say that, like in that case, let's say that was because you didn't come out of it enough. Well, the reason was you were too thoughtful about it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think you can improve your chest turn depth over time, but we finally got it to a point where like it's qualifying all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a certain degree of, if you tilt, you're never going to be deep enough, right? If your left shoulder goes down too much, you're never going to be deep enough. But if you're level, as long as your shoulder gets to your chin, well, now you've qualified, okay? But, get it to the chin and then get everything 90 degrees. Well, now we're in a really good window. We're deep in the window, right? Yeah, really good. Yeah, really good. I like it.
So do you think you want the shoulders to turn level?
Level to your posture.
To my posture. So they got to go around my spine.
When I say you're a horizontal golfer, you're level, you need to turn level, I always mean level to the posture, not level to the ground. Now they will feel more level to the ground than when you're tilting. Yeah. But it's truly level to your posture. You're at the top of the backswing, your left shoulder's got to be lower than your right shoulder. Absolutely. Okay.
And I think to a certain extent, sometimes when I'm trying to make sure I do it, get a full shoulder turn,
I think your arms get
forget
behind
my arms.
I think that's absolutely the case, and it's because of the fact that that's an old bad habit.
Exactly.
That if you're not aware of your arms to some degree, they want to go there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I need to because if I don't focus on both,
right,
my arms are going to go there.
That's right. And we said, like, go back to the beginning of these series of lessons, right? That you said I got to a point where I can focus on this every time. Now, if you focus on this and this, you're risking the arms behind you. But if you focus either on this or this and the arms in front, then you're in a good place.
Yeah.
Okay? Because like you said, you can focus on two things in the backswing, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, like it. Good. So like that time you got even more deep into the linkage window and it just cut a little.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to. That's what happens. It'll get really good. Do you have any other questions here that you want to wrap up with? It's not like we can't communicate.
Communicate. So. Yeah. No, I mean I think we got the good ideas
we're in
to
a good
go.
place. Yeah.
So just got to keep working on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.